Okay, hi. Making a quick video. I never had a Atari 7800 growing up, so I scored one off eBay with two, not the Europads, CX78s, but the Pro lines, whatever they're called, for like 25 bucks with an adapter, which eventually needed fixing. But, sent it to a guy on AtariAge.com and he fixed it for me and picked up a spare off Amazon. Those are finicky and they work, but they're very thin and they break after a while. But I never had any original controllers with it. I mean, I guess it came with Pro lines in the US and CX78 NES shaped rectangular Euro pads in the US. But anyway, this is going to be a quick video. Um, there are alternatives too. I'm hooking up a Wii remote and Super Nintendo controller and an NES controller, and it works just as good. So that's a Seagull 78 adapter, which converts normal Genesis or the Atari. I don't know if the 2600 2-button controllers they had back in the day, most were 1-button. If it'll adapt that, but it converts my SNES and NES pads, which it has more than 1 button. Like even the regular NES pad had 2 buttons, but it converts the pad. I mean, only 1 button works. I mean, they both work, but they both do the same thing. Or maybe just one works. I forget how it works, but anyway, this Seagull 76 adapter allows both buttons to work, like in Choplifter. One to fire and one to change directions on the plane. And this little mini Genesis 9-pin Genesis Bluetooth controller adapter does not work unless you plug in a Seagull 76 first. I don't know why. So I'm going to turn on my Atari. I plug in a Seagull first, and then this Genesis Bluetooth adapter. You can see where my foot is. It appears with a Wii remote or a PS4 or something. And I can play with the Wii remote. I can change direction of the helicopter, and I can fire. So 2 buttons support works. And now I'm going to hook up this generic SNES pad. Same thing. Yeah, works pretty good. This is a cheap knockoff that came with the Junior I bought off eBay. An official pad I also got off eBay a long time ago, because I didn't have SNES either back then. Probably works too, so yep, 2 buttons. Fire. That's weird, not changing direction of the plane. Maybe have to reset it. Yeah, there we go. So this is changing direction of the plane, and this is firing. Yeah, so it's working. So let me show you that one more time. And let me see, yeah, so here. You can see up, down, left, right, change directions, fire, boom, working. So the Seagull 78 adds 2-button support, powers the Genesis adapter, which plugs in, which works with which connects to this Wii remote. And then I have another adapter in the back that converts the Wii plug into an SNES controller, and that allows it to work with the SNES controller. I could also use Atari sticks because this converts Wiimote to GameCube, and then this plugs in the back there from BrowfNet, which is, I don't think, made any longer, but converts GameCube into it converts GameCube into Atari. And so I don't have 2-button support, but just to show you, wireless Atari stick works. So plug in, first connect to Wii remote, then GameCube adapter, then GameCube to Atari, and finally plug in my Atari stick, which allows me to operate. I only have 1 button on this, so if I had 2 it'd work, but it does work. As you can see, it's moving the joystick. In fact, I wonder if it'll work with my 2-button other joystick I have, which is the Hyperkick Trooper. Let me see if that'll work. So a long time ago from Hyperkin, either eBay or from their website, I got the Hyperkin Trooper, because I'm a lefty and back in the old days it was impossible to play Space Invaders on my friend's 2600 back in the old days. Woody, forget if it was 4 or 6 switch, or if it was heavy or light 6er, but whatever it was impossible to play because the button was on the left side, and it was hard to hold the stick with one hand, and then, you know, kind of hard to hold the stick with one hand. But this has 2 buttons, as you can see, left and right, so let's see if this works. Alright, so I'm starting up a game of Chop Lifter. You can see my hands here. Alright, great. So I'm going up. I'm going left and right with the helicopter. Oh, but it's not firing. So both buttons are doing the same thing. Oh well, it's fine. Expected. But at least I might be even able to use a power line and get it working. If I can, that's pretty cool, so. Yeah. 11, it's getting long, but who cares? It's working, so. Alright, I found a pro line. I have 4 pro lines, I got a good deal. 2 came with the unit and 2... I thought I was getting something else, but I ended up getting 2 pro lines instead. Thought I was getting like a turbo mod or something. Anyway, it should work. So... lock her, and then turn her on. Maybe it has to be off. On. Right, now, pair it with the... yeah, there we go. Now it's working. Now you plug in the adapter. You do that. Okay, and now let's see if a pro line works. Alright, I'm gonna do that reset. Alright, first go up. Oh, pro line's not working at all? Is it busted? I think one of my pro lines might be busted, so let's try it in the thing and see if it works. Yeah, so it works. This button, this fires, and this. Yeah, so something with the adapter. It's weird, my other one was working, so. Alright. Because the other one was working just fine, so. Alright, now I'll plug in the adapter again. Okay, and now. Yeah, now it's working. First to the, so, up. Yeah, now it's working. So, this fires, And this, yeah, so it's a little touchy, but it's working. I think just the... Oh, you have to... You press both at the same time, and it works for changing direction. And this does... Let me see, is that the same other way? I don't think that's how it was. So, first, sortie. Alright. So here, so this is changing direction without pressing both. So with the adapter, it's just a little different. I don't know why, but so when I plug in this adapter, and now, alright, so first sortie, and now I go up. Yeah, a little touchy. Maybe I have others. Let me see. I have more pro lines. I have a whole wall of games in the back, so I don't know if paddle work. That's not a good experiment, but actually that would go left and right possibly, but who cares? Alright, let's see. So, first sortie. There we go. And now you have to press both to... So as you can see, I'm pressing both. And pressing one doesn't do anything. So it's something with the adapter. Normally you press one for changing direction, one for firing. And this time you have to press both together to change direction and then fire. But hey, at least that works, so not a big deal. So, a little touchy, but hey, at least it works. Oh, and I found my other adapter, official adapter I got off eBay. I'll save this in case the other one fails. And finally, I'm going to try some NES controllers. So, this adapter comes out. I'm going to put all these adapters aside later. Alright, so this converts NES, I was using SNES before. This converts NES to Wii Remote. The other one was SNES to Wii. And this is NES to Wii connection. So, put this aside. Sorry, I don't have a proper tripod. Just propping this up on a little stand on a ottoman. So, alright, so it's on. Alright, so NES Max is not working. It's working yesterday. Well, not the Max, but other controllers were working. Maybe the Max is busted. Yeah, there. Now it's taking a command. So sometimes you just have to restart once or twice, but still weird that it's not taking any command from the... Weird. Regular NES pad was working fine yesterday. So I got this old Rectron pad off eBay a long time ago. Let's see, yeah. So that takes command from the buttons. So yeah, that works. Not sure why the NES Max wasn't taking. I can change direction of the plane, and I can, as you can see, where I'm holding it. Yeah, you can see me doing that. So... Alright, so it auto reconnects. It's fine now, so... It's weird why NES Max doesn't work. Unless it's busted Max. Could be. It was used off eBay, so... I won't be surprised if it works in my real NES, but not here for some reason. This is also a rare Shinsei Hyper Stick I got off eBay. One of the buttons spring is missing, but I used another pen spring or something to fake makeshift. Alright, there we go. Does that work? And then this button fire, this changing direction of the plane. Yeah, so it works. And final test. I don't have a NES version, but I'm going to use the NES Max. I'm going to turn her on. And player 1. Yeah, so it's working. I don't know why. Turbo has to be... Wait a minute. Let me reset that. Oh, when turbo's down, it works for some reason. That's weird. My hyper stick was working, but this is not. NES Max is not working either. Unless it is the other cord. There's two cords. Let's see. Switch to player 2. Alright, now it's... I think it just starts on its own, but... Sorry, got a little bit of cough here. But without any modifications, my shouldn't say hyper stick. Let's see. Yeah, the hyper stick just works. That's really good. I don't know why the advantage wasn't working. But the hyper, I'm going to change direction. Have to be in the air. It's a little touchy, but it works. Yeah, so a little touchy, but it works. Nice. So not everything works, but it's not a bad experiment either. So, that is it. Thanks for watching.